this ends up, make sure you got the right part, okay? Oh, you got a part too.
Yeah, we didn't get this out.
Yeah, you cannot hit those things hard enough.
Here, move this because
Yeah, paper clippy thing.
let's share this.
Does everyone have theirs?
We have extra ones.
Yeah, we're gonna need.
Bag with paper clippy.
Martin, you might have to go over there. Share with coffee, yeah.
I have.
Yeah, he has different parts.
Where is mine? Are you guys one?
Just as a reminder.
I have two.
Charge off. So, here's guys, here's. Play the beginning, play it as written, take the repeat at the end back to, where that is, 60 or whatever. Right? Take the repeat back to 60, then take the second ending, then go back to the beginning. Tubas, are you tracking? Take the repeat.
What?
And then when you get to the end, it goes back to the beginning.
You only got one.
No, I have two. And I don't want to flip. Could you scooch that over as much as you can?
Who's walking it down?
That should work.
Alright, here we go, ready?
I don't think so.
I don't start. We're going to play this like 10 15 minutes. We have to play for the big shots to get on board, so they don't be long, okay? Watch for the cut. Evan,
I was gonna say.
yeah, move somewhere where I can see you. Trying to direct Rigo's head. Yeah, move it to your left. What everybody's been waiting for. Yes, sir. Okay, here we go. Ready? Big. 1, 2, ready, go.
Please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem by the VMI Regimental Band and the invocation by the Institute and Corps Chaplain, Chaplain Robert Phillips. Please be seated.
Sir, invocation.
Good morning. Please join me for the invocation. Our Father God, it has not been easy. The struggles and the uncertainty and the turmoil of this last year have encumbered our community and our nation. And Lord, that is what makes this day and this celebration so much more important and meaningful. God, I thank you for the VMI class of 2021. Their experience has been unlike any other class in the history of VMI. And though they were encumbered by circumstance and pressures that were far beyond their control, they were not deterred, nor defeated, nor discouraged from achieving their goals. They demonstrated a remarkable capacity to adapt. They repeatedly proved their resolve, and they developed a cohesive spirit of resilience. Unlike previous classes that have learned about leadership through lectures and books and in the classroom, the class of 21 has learned about leadership in an environment that is uncertain and complex and ambiguous. And because of this, they are more qualified to lead than they realize. So Lord, what we celebrate here today is so much more than a college graduation and the earning of academic degrees. No, Lord, today what we celebrate and what we are most thankful for is these 347 men and women who represent the true spirit of VMI, and they are our hope for tomorrow. They are trained and equipped and ready. But most importantly, they are men and women committed to living a life of honor and principle and integrity. They are the future leaders of our communities, our states, and our nation. Use them, O God, to impact their generation for good and noble causes. We pray this in your holy name. Amen.
Good morning. General Perna, members of the VMI Board of Visitors, members of the Academic Board, faculty, staff, family and friends of today's graduating cadets, and all those attending virtually. Welcome to this commencement ceremony, the pinnacle of 4 years of hard work by the VMI class of 2021. I have the great pleasure to welcome General Gustav F. Perna, our commencement speaker. He will be formally introduced in a few moments by the first class president, but I would like to take this opportunity to welcome him and extend our sincerest thanks for his service to the nation. General Perna, who was my former boss in my last assignment on active duty, serves as the Chief Operating Officer of Operation Warp Speed, the United States program to accelerate the development, manufacture, and distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine started in July 2020. He oversaw the logistics of the successful creation and early distribution of the COVID-19 vaccine through February of this year. Prior to this service, General Perna served as the 19th Commanding General of the United States Army Materiel Command. He also served as the Army's Deputy Chief of Staff, G4, overseeing policies and procedures used by all Army logistics personnel. His career of service resonates well with this community, where our goal is to educate young men and women to serve their nation and their community, whether in uniform or in civilian life. The mark General Perna has left on our country and the world during this pandemic has been remarkable. Sir, thank you and welcome to Virginia Military Institute, and thank you for your leadership and service. Graduation from VMI is a great personal achievement, but it is not reached alone. Many others have contributed to the success of today's graduates: parents and grandparents, guardians and brothers, sisters, friends, brotherettes, faculty, staff, coaches, and host families, to name but a few. VMI is particularly grateful to the parents and grandparents for encouraging and sustaining our graduates throughout these years. May I ask parents and grandparents to please stand and receive our thanks. This is certainly a proud day for you. Universities and colleges are many things to many people, but at the heart of any great institution or higher education is its faculty. They are the ones who teach, guide, counsel, and encourage young people on a day-to-day basis. I include in this group our military staff and those who coach our athletes. For at VMI, we believe that the academic, military, and physical pursuits are all parts of a complete education. Please join me in expressing thanks to the Institute's faculty. The class of 2021 matriculated in August of 2017 with a strength of 404 students, and today will graduate 325 cadets. Adding graduates from other classes, today's ceremony will see 346 cross the stage to receive a VMI diploma. We anticipate an additional 42 graduates later this year in September and December, in addition to the 2 that graduated in January, for a total of 367 graduates from VMI this year. Of those graduating today, 168 are commissioning into the armed forces. At least 49% of the graduating class will have met or will meet the high requirements for commissioning. This does not include those who will commission by the end of the summer or will commission upon completion of Officer Candidate School and the Officer Candidate School program. These numbers are especially commendable and reinforce VMI's historic mission of producing citizen soldiers. A number of VMI cadets, staff, faculty, parents, and family members, and many others in the audience today are currently serving or have served. Would all of you please rise and receive our appreciation for your service? As a class of 2021, you started off your cadetship during a total solar eclipse on August 21st, 2017. I'm sure many of you remember marching and training outdoors on that hot August day. And I do not doubt you were wondering if it were just your eyes or if that week of training was getting to you as the sun seemed to set in the middle of the day. During that year, the United States honored those who fought 100 years earlier in the Great War, World War I. Later in your first academic year, we commemorated 1918, the year a new flu strain was discovered that started a worldwide pandemic we now know as the Spanish flu. I suspect most of us did not realize this was the foreshadowing of the last 3 semesters of your cadetship. Your time at the Institute started like any other, but that was not to last. You are leaving today with a very unique ending to your VMI cadetship. But I can say without a doubt, your class has shown tremendous grit and resilience, and you have persevered to the very end. You fought through the many challenges thrown your way. You had intense restrictions placed on your education in the virtual classroom. You could not perform physical training in large groups. Your athletic games and seasons were rescheduled or postponed. Your internships went virtual or were canceled, and your military training drastically evolved for safety reasons. To put it lightly, your cadetship ended with a few challenges. But I want to commend you today for what you accomplished through it all. As first-class cadets, you still planned and led the Corps through a very successful year. You led a very professional rat line that, despite COVID, trained the class of 2024, culminating in an in-person breakout. You diligently upheld the military class and honor systems, and your class was extremely flexible as you attended classes, club events, and socials online and with socially distanced protocols. Through it all, VMI's history will record the events of your class as a tremendous success. You did not give up or compromise your honor or integrity. A crisis brought on by COVID-19 stared you down, but you succeeded as citizen soldiers, putting the safety of your neighbors, friends, and family ahead of your desire to socialize and travel. Many of you had to quarantine for lengths of time, and I'm sure many of you don't want to see the interior side of a hotel room anytime soon. Well, at least not the Lexington Hojos and Days Inn. But I commend you and I thank you for your patience and your dedication throughout the year. VMI is a forward-looking institution dedicated to producing intelligent and useful citizens that are grounded in honor and dedicated to treating everyone with dignity and respect. You move into your future today, but be ever mindful of the rich legacy you leave behind. Remember the important lessons you have learned, many that are quite serious, like a reputation for honor, persistence, dependability, and sacrifice. As you depart the Institute today to begin your lives in the military, graduate school, or civilian workforce, do not forget what you leave behind. Take these lessons and become leaders in your family, your communities, and your nation. I leave you with one final thought on this day of celebration. Hold on to that concept of honor, the very bedrock of VMI. People will likely measure your character by this high standard, and they should, because you are a VMI graduate. This high expectation cannot be avoided. Embrace the heritage of those that have successfully followed this narrow path. The torch is now being passed to each of you. Always strive to preserve and enhance the foundation of honor you live by. The open road now awaits you. I want to personally wish you my sincerest congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for the class of 2021, Cadet Jordan Chalklin. The valedictorian at VMI is peer elected by his classmates and is truly a high honor. Mr. Chalklin served throughout his entire cadetship with honor and character. His leadership roles, including serving as the F Troop First Sergeant and the Army ROTC Battalion Commander. He provided great mentorship to the class of 2024, was a consistent motivator to those around him, and is known as a friend to all. Yesterday, he was commissioned in the United States Army. Class of 2021, your valedictorian, Mr. Chalkland.
Good morning. General Perna, General Wins, General Moreshi, Board of Visitors, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, friends and family, most importantly, Class of 2021. It is an absolute honor to be standing here with you all today. Before I begin, I'd first like to give thanks. I'd first like to thank God, as I'd be a lost man not standing here today if it wasn't for Him. Next, I'd like to thank all my loved ones with me here today. My mom and my dad, Brendan and Lindsay, and all my family watching back home. Thank you. I could not have done this without you, and I cannot thank you all enough for standing by my side through every up and down. To my dykes and my roommates, my rats, all my brother rats, thank you for the memories I know I'll cherish for the rest of my life. I'd also like to thank the faculty and staff, especially the International Studies Department. Colonel Foster, Lieutenant Colonels Bakich and Ramey, and all the others who've gone out of the way for me numerous times. I can't show enough gratitude to you all for your patience in working extensively with a 22-year-old at a third grade reading level. Lastly, I'd like to thank the Commandant staff. As many of our redacted yearbook quotes will say, I'd like to thank you for your mentorship and support. Yeah, definitely just joking on that last one. But seriously, I would like to congratulate Colonel Wanovich on his retirement after serving since 2014 as the Institute's warden. Congrats, sir. Class of 2021, we finally made it. It's been a long year, long 4 years for that matter. Nevertheless, our day has finally come. Truly it's surreal to stand here before you all today, and I genuinely could not be more humbled and honored to be up here. I'm also quite excited to show you all why I didn't get an A in public speaking a few semesters back. I did ponder for quite a while if there was anything I could say today that would be legitimately worthwhile. In the end, we all went through every obstacle of these last 4 years together. We experienced a multitude of trials and tribulations that shaped us into who we are today. That being said, I thought I'd share what I believe was the greatest lesson I learned throughout this last year, that each of us can hopefully carry into our futures. There's this one Marcus Aurelius quote from his book Meditations that really hit home with what I wanted to speak about. It never ceases to amaze me, he says. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more for their opinions than our own. And those are the two ideas I want to speak of, love and opinions, and our soundness and pitfalls with each respectively. To the first point, Aurelius references mankind's failure in loving ourselves more than others. One thing I saw firsthand throughout this last year was that this did not ring true with us. For a lot of us, this year hit harder than the rat line. After 3 long years of waiting for our turn, our optimism and expectations set high. The drawbacks were more than substantial. We lost our rats and our privileges. We could rarely leave posts. We were often kept in the dark, dealing with unsettling uncertainty, missing our families and our freedoms. As the saying goes, reality is often disappointing. My intent is not to dwell on that, but rather to set the stage for what we overcame. With depressing times and anguish riddling throughout the barracks, the love and selflessness emerged, bringing our class closer together. The rough days didn't cease, but neither did the love and brotherhood we came to know. As I witnessed throughout the barracks each day, we were all there for one another, talking to each other, being ever present and available, helping each and every one of us through. From the rat line through this year, we've always found a way to step up to the occasion. As we go our separate ways in the next few hours, we must remember that genuine brother rat spirit. For us, it's not inflated nor exaggerated. It's lifelong. And as we go on into the workforce, the military, graduate schools, and wherever life may take us, we will carry that love and connection. We will continue to stand faithfully by one another. We must do this because ultimately, the bond we have is only as everlasting as each of us chooses for it to be. In the second part of that quotation, Aurelius references our fault in concerning ourselves too much with the opinions of others. We are all human, and I know this is an issue we have all faced, often finding ourselves overly concerned and hyper-focused on others' perceptions of who we are. My intent is not to state that opinions do not matter, nor that any among us should set the bar low for ourselves. However, you become what you give your attention to. I believe that far too many of us give our attention to the opinions of others and their expectations. Ronald Reagan once said that our greatest risk lies in our appeasement. And along this path of appeasement, we not only hinder our integrity, our courage, but restrict ourselves from fulfilling our purpose in life. It is not an issue born out of who you surround yourself with. The true challenge in remaining true to yourself, wholeheartedly embracing our own values and ambitions, not faltering at the irrelevant. Knowing yourself is the beginning to all true wisdom. Socrates added to this ideal, proclaiming that man conquers the world by conquering himself. Moving forward into this much greater chapter of life, we must confront this, focusing on comparing ourselves to who we were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. Only then will we establish the lives we intend to live, the happiness we intend to fulfill, and the successes we intend to achieve. As Jordan Peterson put it, strengthen the individual. Start with yourself. Take care of yourself. Define who you are. Refine your personality. Choose your destination. And articulate your being. For in the end, one whose life has a why can bear almost any how. So as we depart from these grounds today, start our lives, pursue our destinies. Remember this. We must continue to love one another as we have these past 4 years. Continue to show that selflessness and encouragement and spirit of brotherhood throughout the future. Most importantly, remember to follow your heart, not anyone else's. We all have the capacity to conquer this world before us, but we can only do so by staying true to ourselves, setting our expectations high, and having the courage to follow the path that God has set for each of us. The world we're entering now is by no means easy or forgiving, nor will things always go our way. No matter what life throws at us, we must persevere and be the authentic leaders that this world needs. Love one another, follow your compass, trust God and His plan for you. We will all find happiness, prosperity, and a life that we will not regret. Thank you, Raw 21.
Thank you, Mr. Chalklin, for those inspiring remarks. Now, the president of the first class, Mr. Dylan Stoltzfus, will provide farewell remarks to his class and introduce our commencement speaker. Mr. Stoltzfus.
Good morning, General Wins, Mr. Boland, General of the Board of Visitors, General Mareshi, Colonel Wanovich, friends and families, and Brother Rats, and our esteemed guest, General Perna. I'd like to begin by thanking you all for gathering here today to celebrate the completion of a journey that my brother Rats and I embarked on just 4 years ago. It seems like an eternity has passed since that humid August day, signing the matriculation book, saying goodbye to our families, marching to new barracks for what we only knew through horror stories and a few blurry videos off the internet. And it seems almost impossible to picture the young men and women that we used to be on that day. This day, which we have longed for, has finally arrived, and now we will be released to serve out the remainder of our life sentences on parole. Before I say a few words to my brother Rats, I would like to take a moment to thank a few people who have been there for us throughout this entire journey. First, I would like to thank the folks that my brother Rats and I know as our mothers and fathers. There have been many times that we have made you proud, beyond belief, and other times that we have left you with nothing but a wonder. We've given you many things to brag about and many things to keep you up at night. Throughout it all, however, I can tell you that we are grateful for all you've done for us in getting us here today. You have given us the foundation needed to be successful at VMI and showed us unconditional love no matter the personal cost. To my own mom and dad, I thank you, and there's no way that I'd be able to get here today without you. Thank you. Next, I would like to thank all the folks that my brother Rats and I know as our mentors and guides in life. You have seen us through possibly the most drastic 4-year transformation that a person can go through, and provided us with wisdom when we needed it most. You were there to support us at all hours of the night, and they remind us of our moral compass when we began to stray. You built off the foundation of our mothers and fathers, and you never gave up on us, even though we had given up on ourselves at times. There's 2 individuals I'd like to thank from my own personal life and mentors from the Commandant staff. And the first one, many of the people in the Corps know as the Accountability King. But for us BRs in India Company, we know him as Uncle Kevin. Colonel Faust has served the Institute for many, many years, and he's been a mentor in my life and a mentor to many people here. He served as the tactical officer for India Company, and he served for many years until about a year ago as the Assistant Commandant for Cadet Government. Colonel Faust, I know that you may have given me more PTs in confinement than just about the sum total of my whole cadetship this year, but I just want to let you know that I respect you and I look up to you as a father figure, and I never will stop doing that. I want to thank you for all that you've done for me. The next person I want to thank has also been a mentor to many people, specifically my brother Rats in Echo Company. His name is Sergeant Bean. Sergeant Bean has served the Institute for many, many years as well, and I'll tell you, he's been a mentor and got me out of a few binds this year in particular. For me personally, he serves as the Assistant Commandant for Cadet Government, and he's been a guide throughout this whole year. But I think the pinnacle of leadership and guidance that Sergeant Bean has given to us as a class is to stick to beer and stay away from the hard liquor. I'll tell you, Sergeant Bean, I can't say that I followed that advice too well this past week, or let alone last night. But I want to let you know that it's something I'm going to remember. My brother Rats will remember long after today. And I thank you for your service to this institute. Now, for me personally, I'd like to thank those who I've come to call my brother Rats. You were the ones that were with me when I marched into barracks for the first time. You were with me when I received my rat Bible. You helped me dike out for my first parade, and you pushed with me on the stoops of old barracks for the first time. You were the ones I journeyed through the rigors of the rat line with, putting out every sweat party until the stoops were soaked, hiking every ruck march until the sun either came up or went down, and crawling through every snow-covered field until only mud and a few gloves remained. You were the ones I broke out with, earned the title of the VMI Cadet, and I can't thank you enough. Come third class year, you're the ones I ate shit with. And that's just about all I'd like to say about that year. By second class year, you were the ones that I earned my class ring with, affirming our entrance into the brotherhood of all those who have also earned the ring. Not to miss out on the fact that you're also the ones I enjoyed my first legal beer with. And I'll tell you, that was a very long and expensive year. It was cut short because of COVID, but I think it was also because my bank account was rather dry. And now through first class year, you were the ones I led with. We experienced highs and lows, the likes of which we remember for the rest of our lives. But at the end of it all, I'm proud to say that it was us that took the challenge, upheld the mantle of leadership, and against all odds, achieved success. You were the only people that made this journey worth it. And I would like to tell each of you that it has been an honor and a privilege that I will never soon forget. I don't have very much more to say, but before I introduce the guest speaker, I want to give you something that's been on my heart this past week that I would like you to remember. Never forget that you spent the past 4 years in the company of warriors. You spent every waking hour beside them. You ate every meal at their table. You learned their ways and accepted their code of honor. You became an expert at their craft and passed their way of life on to the next generation. And it was not the uniform that they wore or the tactics that they practiced that made them warriors. It was the simple courage to live a life of honor that made them a warrior, and nothing else. And it was that same courage that made each of you warriors. From now onward in life, the collection of warriors in your midst will become less and less, and at times you might find yourself to be the only one. To this I would say, never forget your courage. Never betray your honor. Stand when no one else will, and speak up when others are silent. Because through your example, other warriors will draw near to you. and where there are none, warriors you will make. May God bless each of you on your endeavors moving forward. And Rod 21. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to welcome the 19th Commanding General of the United States Army Materiel Command and currently the Chief Operating Officer of Project Warp Speed, the product of a military academy himself, who has selflessly served the nation for the last 40 years, General Gus Perna. Sir.
Well done.
Thanks, sir.
Well, I tell you, it's just an honor to be here with you today, and I'm very gracious for the invitation, and thank you for going to take a few minutes to listen to what I have to say. But I am at awe, quite frankly, looking at the cadets in front of me, and I feel so great about our future because of them. And I just want to say thanks to all of you for what you've done and what you're about to go do. I'd be remiss, I was lucky enough to play some college football in my day a long, long time ago, and I'd be remiss if I didn't say congratulations to the football team, the Keydets, the Southern Conference champions, right, this year. Really remarkable. I tell you this because it was their first winning season in over 40 years. This is relevant to me because the last time I stepped on this campus was 40 years ago, 1981, and you had a winning season. And so, Cedric, I think you ought to invite me back for games next year so I can help the team out. So, look, thank you for the opportunity to be here. I am excited for you and your next chapter, and I am forever grateful for this opportunity. To Major General Retired Wins, congratulations on your recent selection to be the superintendent of VMI. You are the right leader, the right person at the right time to lead this institution. As a graduate yourself, you have come full circle following an honorable career in the Army. I was proud to serve with you then, and I am proud to watch what you and Cassandra will do here in the institution together. Thank you and congratulations. Mr. Boland, faculty, staff, thank you for having me here today, and thank you for all that you do. It is really a remarkable challenge, a Herculean effort to run an institution of this size and this caliber, and it takes everybody to be a part of these cadets' success. All of you should be proud of what you do every year. Now, if I could do a little something out of turn, if I can get all the cadets, graduating cadets, to stand up, please. After all that talking, I know you need to shake it out a little bit anyway. Can I get you to turn around? Okay, to the parents and family, whether you are here or watching remotely, these cadets are here today because of your never-ending love and support. And so from the cadets, how about a giant thank you and congratulations to them. Thank you, parents. Please take your seats. To the alumni, students, friends, and guests, welcome. And of course, to our outstanding graduates before us, congratulations to the class of 21. As I mentioned, I was last here at VMI in 1981. Back then, I was a cadet at Valley Forge Military Academy, and I was selected for the Marshall Award, a time-honored tradition here at this institution. I remember meeting many of the cadets, walking around this beautiful campus in awe, and I remember thinking about all the leaders that came from VMI. Leaders like George C. Marshall and their immeasurable contributions they have made for our nation and will make for our nation. 40 years later, here I am, having served as an infantry officer, a logistics officer, I've deployed to Somalia and Bosnia. I did 3 tours in Iraq where I commanded a battalion, a brigade, and served as the J4, general officer responsible for logistics during those tours. And during that time, I always reflected on my readings and learnings, always thinking and recognizing those leadership lessons that I learned in school, that I learned in my travels, that I learned from my peers, but most importantly were the invaluable lessons I learned from the leaders that preceded us. I used their leadership and the things that they did throughout my career, both personally and professionally. But today is not about me, it is about you. And 2 of your fellow cadets have very well expressed their feelings for the institution, for your friendship, and for the leadership that you've had over the last 4 years. So with that in thought, I thought I would maybe share with you 3 lessons that I've learned. They are based on quotes. They are based on my thought about these quotes and how they helped me get through the last 40 years, through many trials and tribulations. The first quote, and I paraphrase, "The 2 most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you figure out why." The 2 most important days are the day you were born and the day you figure out why. This quote by Mark Twain is all about finding your purpose, the why you were born. It is not what you want to be or how you are going to be. It is about discovering your purpose in life, the impact you will make in your lifetime, your contribution to humanity. Let me explain. About half of you were commissioned yesterday, and half of you will be pursuing other professions. Your purpose is not to be a soldier, a Marine, an airman, or a sailor. It's not to be a lawyer, a CEO, a banker, a politician. That is the job you're going to go do. It is what you will do. Your how will be the actions that you take every day, every year. They might range from being physically fit, to having numerous meetings, to giving presentations, advancing your education, volunteering in communities, running a business, or hitting the campaign trail. But they are not your purpose. Your purpose should be your driving force behind what you do and how you do it. For example, your purpose may be to lead life of selfless service, to be a part of something bigger than yourself, to raise a family who understands the value of being good citizens, to give of yourself for the betterment of humanity. It could be a combination of all, or just one singular thing. But it's your purpose that should drive you to what you do and how you do it. General Marshall wrote about purpose in a letter to an elementary school student in 1944. In response to the question about characteristics that make a good general, General Marshall wrote, "The most important factor of all is character, which involves integrity, unselfish and devoted purpose, a sturdiness of bearing when everything goes wrong and all are critical, and a willingness to sacrifice self in the interest of common good." To me, General Marshall's purpose represents the hallmark of selfless service to humanity. Not just through his military career, but long after, resulting in over 50 years of service, public service. I wonder how General Marshall, who sat where you are sitting 120 years ago, would define his purpose and how it led him on his journey. I don't leave here knowing, don't leave here thinking that you know your purpose as of today. Some of you might, most of you don't. Don't go Google what is my purpose, because that is not going to help. Right? Your purpose will be defined by you. You, through deep reflection, competence of character, and life experiences, will finally define your purpose to help lead you through life. I just ask that you open yourself up and you think bigger than yourself when you decide what your eventual purpose will be. It will illuminate your life and help you move through the challenges, tribulations, and many successes ahead of you. The second quote is about decision making, and it is from Lieutenant General retired Hal Moore, a decorated soldier who served for 32 years. He was a battalion commander of the 7th Cavalry Regiment who fought in one of the hardest battles, historic battles in Vietnam, and it was captured in the book, We Were Soldiers Once and Young. Following the battle, when asked, "How did you make all the right decisions at the right time?" he responded by the following: "I just kept asking myself, what am I doing that I should not be doing? And what am I not doing that I should do?" Simply said, very difficult to do. Let me break it down for you a little bit. First, what am I doing? I'm having a meeting about unit readiness and morale. What am I not doing? I'm not physically checking my unit to see if they're conducting maintenance or talking to soldiers about their morale. What should I be doing? I should be out spot checking maintenance and talking to soldiers. What should I not do? Have meetings in my office to check on readiness and soldier morale. The lesson here is about decision making that will help you prioritize and manage tough decisions and time to positively impact your personal and professional life. To break it down once further, I want to give you the front line and the back line and explain. What am I doing that I should not be doing? Every leader struggles with this challenge. We think it's easier to do the job ourselves rather than take the time to train a member of our team. This is a simple decision that creates an unending cycle of doing what you should not be doing. As a result, leaders fail twice. The first failure is to your team. You choose to pass on an opportunity to make your team stronger and to be better prepared because it saved time and your personal frustration. But what happens when you're not around? They are not ready for the mission because you failed, because you did not teach and train. You did not help them learn during the difficult times. The task got done because you did it. You took the easy path. The second failure is to yourself. By failing to lead and educate your team, you set a new standard that the task is your responsibility and not theirs. Your team will no longer take the initiative because you have sent the message that you are not holding them accountable, but rather you'll do it and push them to the side. Leaders must provide task and purpose and teach teams to be successful. This is very difficult. It takes time. It takes personal energy. It takes personal fortitude. It takes personal passion. Every time we take the easy way and do the task ourselves, the work gets done, but the team does not get better. What is the purpose of that? In the second half of the quote, General Moore says, what am I doing what am I not doing that I should be doing? My thought is to look at this second part of the quote like you're reading a map. A map is there to guide you on your journey. You must learn how to read and understand the situations. The skill of analyzing your actions to determine if they contribute to your purpose is absolutely essential. Whether your purpose takes you into the military, academia, industry, or self-employment, you will have more things in life to do than you will have time to do them. Think about that for a minute. You will have more things in life to do than you have time to do them. You will have to prioritize things to make sure that you do the most essential things first. I always ask myself every single day, am I busy or am I productive? Sometimes the truth really hurts. The difference between being busy and being productive is about self-gratification. Are you making yourself feel better, or are you contributing to what the requirements are? Busy work produces action, but does not contribute to your purpose. Right? If not, you are wasting time. And not just your time, but the time and energy of those around you, those that work for you, and those that you care about most. If your actions drive you towards your purpose, you can say without a doubt you're doing what you should be doing. If they are not contributing to your purpose, then don't do them. Don't give yourself credit for being busy. The third and last quote is about determination and perseverance. Dr. David Livingstone was a Scottish missionary, a doctor, a famous explorer. During one of his expeditions to Africa in the mid-1800s, his team faced overwhelming challenges, difficult terrain, disease, and death. His team navigated a previously uncharted river, but it became clear that the river was impassable by boats. Dr. Livingstone presumed an undiscovered lake was at the mouth of the river, but he was not sure. And he would have to find an alternate route to prove that it existed. The plan his team developed required them to backtrack, required them to do things over, required them to do everything they had done for the past 6 months. But as they thought about how to present their recommendation to Dr. Livingstone, they became concerned that he would not be happy with their recommendation. But they felt confident that their recommendation was the way to go. In response to their recommendation, Dr. Livingstone looked at them quietly, and then he returned in a very quiet voice. He says, "Thank you for your input and your recommendations. I will go in any direction as long as it is forward. I will go in any direction as long as it is forward. I have been faced with many challenges and tough decisions throughout my career. The last year has been no exception. Thousands of people across all levels of government, private industry, and the healthcare community represented our whole of America approach to developing, manufacturing, and distributing safe and effective vaccines and therapeutics to every American who wants one. This Herculean effort was not without challenges, but our determination, our perseverance kept us moving forward. In the beginning, our mission to create the safe and effective vaccines and therapeutics, many thought it could not be done. On many occasions early on, I received phone calls and emails telling me congratulations and then saying they were sorry for being put in such a task that was conceived and believed to be impossible. My response was always the same. I will do my best. I will always move forward, and I will not quit until we're done. We worked our way through many of those who thought, we worked our way through and past those who thought we were on a fool's errand. We would not be successful if it was not for those that were all a part of the team, serving the same purpose, making the right decisions, holding themselves accountable, being determined to be successful. We came through the effort successfully, I am proud to say, because of a small group of people who took on the challenge, who were not afraid to pursue success, even though others told us it couldn't be done. Like now, and after today, you will continue to meet challenges in your life, at home and in your careers, both expected and unexpected. It will be easier to backtrack, accept the status quo, or worse, just give up. My challenge to you is never fall back. Challenge yourself personally and professionally to be uncomfortable. Know that some things will be hard and there will be challenges. Have confidence in the direction you are heading and have the fortitude, determination, and perseverance to maintain your course. Why? Because as the Chief of Staff of the Army reminds us all the time, General McConville says, life, like in sports, is worth winning. But only you can do that. For the last 40 years, my purpose has been to serve something greater than myself. My what has been to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And my how was being a soldier. I have commanded at all levels. I have seen great, good, bad, and even heartbreaking. But at the end of each day, I always gave thanks for the day, my family, my friends, those I served with, and the why I served. And every day that I wake, to include this morning, I reflect on the lessons that have guided my thoughts and actions and give thanks for my purpose, for the decisions I have made that have kept me moving forward, and for the perseverance and determination to take on tomorrow's challenges. I wish all of you the same. I wish it for all of your adventures. I wish it for all of your endeavors. I wish you the very best. I want to say congratulations to you, and I want to say, go be great. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to present the awards for highest achievement to the members of the graduating class. Will the cadets whose names are called please come to the steps as they are announced by General Mareschi.
I'm about to introduce the first and second Jackson Hope recipients, and federal law prohibits me from telling you what their GPA was, But it doesn't prohibit me from telling you that it was a tie, and VMI has a tie-breaking structure. And the first recipient is the first recipient because of one additional institutional credit hour earned over the second recipient. The first Jackson Hope Medal for highest attainment in scholarship, accompanied by the Commander Harry Millard Mason Academic Proficiency Award, a cash prize to the recipient of the first Jackson Hope Medal, is presented to Cadet Eric Anthony Monroe. Cadet Monroe is a distinguished graduate with Institute Honors, majoring in electrical and computer engineering. This year's S2 captain and owner of the all-time VMI record for physical fitness at the Institute. He will commission in the Air Force Reserves and begin a position in the private sector with a cybersecurity firm. The second Jackson Hope Medal for second highest attainment in scholarship, accompanied by the Colonel Sterling Murray Heflin 1916 Academic Proficiency Award, a cash prize awarded to the recipient of the second Jackson Hope Medal, is presented to Cadet Troy Devin Smith. Cadet Smith is a distinguished graduate with Institute Honors, majoring in computer science with a concentration in cybersecurity studies. A distinguished military graduate as well, commissioning in the United States Army, he is this year's regimental commander of the Corps of Cadets. The Society of the Cincinnati Medal is awarded to that member of the graduating class who has distinguished him or herself by efficiency of service and excellence of character while at VMI. The Cincinnati Medal is accompanied by two cash prizes, the Richard J. Marshall Award and the Sumter L. Lowry Award. The 2021 Cincinnati Medal is presented to Cadet Troy Devin Smith. Will all of the candidates for graduation please rise? The Academic Board has presented to the Board of Visitors 192 candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree and 154 candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree, all of whom have been certified to have completed the requirements for graduation from the Virginia Military Institute. General Wins.
By the authority of law vested in the Board of Visitors and faculty, I confer upon each of you a diploma in the testimony of your being a graduate of the Virginia Military Institute and award you the bachelor's degree appropriate to your major field of study. Institute honors graduates and graduates distinguished in general merit will be called first and receive a distinguished graduate certificate. Please be seated and come forward to the platform as your course groups are called. We are pleased to recognize 20 cadets who have been certified as distinguished graduates with Institute Honors. This honor is bestowed only on those who have earned at least a 3.5 cumulative grade point average while completing the requirements of their majors and minors, as well as the additional requirements of the VMI Institute's honors curriculum. This would be a rare achievement in any college or university, but it is particularly noteworthy here, given the co-curricular demands placed on cadets by the unique VMI education system. We are also pleased to take special note of 41 graduates who have been certified as distinguished graduates. These cadets have completed their curricula with a cumulative grade point average in excess of 3.5, again, a remarkable achievement.
Distinguished graduates with Institute honors. Emily Sarah Gothard, Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics, minor in Economics, Ensign, United States Navy, Distinguished Military Graduate. John Edward Vesterman, Jr., Bachelor of Science in Applied Mathematics, minor in Physics, Ensign, United States Navy. Sean Patrick Cox, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, double minor in Mathematics and Physics, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Richard Thomas Fetter, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Ensign, United States Navy. Jacob Daniel Solomonski, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Benjamin Frederick Winter, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering. Troy Devin Smith, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. Garner Harrison Fleming, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, minor in Mathematics. Walter Roland Kitson IV, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Eric Anthony Monroe, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, minor in Mathematics, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Distinguished Military Air Force Graduate. William Paul Nicholson, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, minor in Mathematics. Kevin Yang, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Logan Monroe Barlar, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, concentration in Aerospace Engineering, minor in Mathematics. Jerry Thomas Haste, Jr., Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, concentration in Aerospace Engineering, minor in Mathematics. Jonah S. Egger, Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Business, Ensign, United States Navy. Darren R. Pitts, Bachelor of Arts in History, Honors in History, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Zane F. Borgi, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, minor in National Security, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. Will Nolan Fox, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, quadruple minor in National Security, Asian Studies, Middle Eastern Studies, and Arabic, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. Alan Matthew Grant, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, minor in National Security, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. Jose Israel Nunez Jr., Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, double minor in Spanish and National Security, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. The distinguished graduates: Cecilia Elizabeth Ivy, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Brandon Scott Rash, Bachelor of Science in Biology. Amber Yvonne Resheg, Bachelor of Science in Biology, minor in Chemistry, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. Alan Chu, Bachelor of Science in Biology, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Nathan Patrick Krug, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. John Paul Rydell, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Honors in Chemistry. James Edward Booth, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, minor in Mathematics, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. Wei Zhu Li, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, minor in Mathematics, Second Lieutenant, Republic of China Marine Corps. Jack Anthony Menzel, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Ensign, United States Navy. Parker Joseph Zimmerman, Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, minor in Chinese. Evan William Monteith, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force, Distinguished Air Force Graduate. Jonathan David Williams, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Noah Ritter Breeding, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Ensign, United States Navy. Ron Nathaniel Cush, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering. John Michael Matster, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, minor in Mathematics. Robert Edward Peterson, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Bennett Thomas Smith, Bachelor of Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Michael Andrew Bangert, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, concentration in Nuclear Engineering, double minor in Mathematics and Physics, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. Daniel Edward Carlson, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, concentration in Nuclear Engineering, minor in Mathematics, Ensign, United States Navy, Distinguished Naval Graduate. Brad Edward Rawlings Davis, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, concentration in Nuclear Engineering. Vincenzo J. Ferrari, Bachelor of Science in Physics, minor in Mathematics, Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps, Distinguished Naval Graduate, Marine Corps. Marilyn Rosalie Cardenas Paredes, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, double major in Modern Languages and Cultures, honors in Psychology, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Alexandra Nicole Duclis, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, minor in International Studies, honors in Psychology. Bo John Latska, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, honors in Psychology, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. Benjamin Eric Skibicki, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, honors in Psychology. Ryan N. Smith, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, honors in Psychology. Lauren Elizabeth Lindsay, Bachelor of Arts in Biology. Noah Mitchell Weaver, Bachelor of Arts in Biology, concentration in Ecology and Organismal Sciences. Amber Nicole Hamill, Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Business, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Thomas Dalton Muldowney, Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Business, concentration in Global Management, Ensign, United States Navy, Distinguished Naval Graduate. Kittituch Yemploy, Bachelor of Arts in Economics and Business, Second Lieutenant, Royal Thai Army. Samuel Cardoso Dafosenka Morara, Bachelor of Arts in English, double concentration in Rhetoric and Writing and Literary Studies, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Hunter Haas Barnes, Bachelor of Arts in History, minor in Chinese, honors in History, Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps. Salvatore Dominic Mancuso, Bachelor of Arts in History, minor in Spanish, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Connor Joseph Noyes, Bachelor of Arts in History, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Jordan Robert Chalklin, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, double minor in Economics and National Security, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. Raymond Rolano Dua Jr., Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, triple minor in Asian Studies, Chinese and National Security, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. William P. Dugan, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Caleb Grayson Lambert, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies. Emma Jane Pratt, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, double major in Modern Languages and Cultures. Sarita Elizabeth Walters, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, minor in National Security. The Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Mathematics. In absentia, Caleb Jackson Francisco. Nicholas Alfred Halsler, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Andrew Din Not Ho, with distinction, minor in physics. Lindsay Carol Mercer, with distinction, minor in physics. Sydney Autumn Morgan, with distinction, double major in civil engineering. Joshua Michael Myers, with distinction, double minor in business and physics. Ho Yin Su, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, Republic of China Air Force. Isaiah Caleb Weaver, with distinction, minor in physics, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Yu Chen Zhong, minor in economics. The Bachelor of Science degree in biology. Nathaniel James Bowers, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, distinguished military graduate. Dane Christian Chandler, minor in chemistry, ensign, United States Navy. Noah James Cook, with distinction, double minor in exercise science and chemistry. Sarah Elizabeth Davis. Brandon Dale Kokolis Hornum, with distinction, concentration in ecology and organismal sciences, Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps. Ryan Hunter Perauti, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Caleb Daniel Putman. Ariana Nicole Ruffin, with distinction. The Bachelor of Science degree in chemistry, Megan Alexandra Lindsay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Kellen Thorpe Reeves, with distinction. Travis Jacob Tearing, with distinction, minor in mathematics, honors in chemistry. Alan Lee Weish, Jr., Second Lieutenant, United States Army. the Bachelor of Science degree in Civil Engineering. Anna Miller Armfield, with distinction, minor in Chinese, ensign, United States Navy, distinguished naval graduate. Brady Grayson Biller, with distinction. Jack Tucker Brezenio, with distinction, ensign, United States Navy. Todd Christopher Cadle. Alexander Scott Caporletti, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Sidney Tyler Cook, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. John Dennis Duncan IV, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Philip Gabriel Everett, with distinction. Carter Daniel Funson, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Logan Connor Godwin. Matthew Collins Hamner, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Eric James Hart, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. William Palmer Jackson, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Tristan Gerald Jimenez, with distinction. David Andrew Lanclose, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. William Heffinger Lawrence, with distinction. Yong Hock Lee. Samuel Edward Terrence Lukanowski, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Joseph Dylan McLean, Ensign, United States Navy. Zachary N. Mossry. Sean Patrick McGraw. James Daniel Milstead Jr., with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Colin Michael Perry. Travis Allen Rome. William Marion Shiflett III, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Harrison Kyle Smith, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Isaac Henning Smith, with distinction. James Eblin Soward. Michael Christopher Spence, with distinction. Kara June Strachan, with distinction. Theodore Russell Thompson. Michael Joseph Tomaso II. Aiden Robert Webb, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Curtis Stewart White. Seth Adrian Whitehurst, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. The Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Science, Timothy Christopher Bedford. Ryan Joseph Cahill, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, Distinguished Military Graduate. Cole Brian Curtis, with distinction, minor in history. Alexander Scott Feldner, with distinction. Onika Drew Hammond, minor in psychology. Reed Joseph Johnson, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Chima Chinedu Padua. Miles Aaron Lewis. Matthew Christopher Minya. Kalen Thomas Nuccio, with distinction. John Nathan Lee Lasite Ocampo, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Nicholas David Palmieri with distinction. Willem Peter Chandra, minor in computer engineering, second lieutenant, United States Air Force. Samuel Owen Slagle, second lieutenant, United States Marine Corps. Jonathan Daniel Slaughton. Jonathan Oscar Soto Giroux, second lieutenant, United States Air Force. Sullivan Jacob Stern, with distinction, second lieutenant, United States Air Force. Taylor O. Truitt, second lieutenant, United States Army. Mitchell Howard White, with distinction, ensign, United States Navy. The Bachelor of Science degree in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Jared Ryan Anter, with distinction. Matthew Gerald Dickman, with distinction, second lieutenant, United States Army. Hayden Barry Grimmett, with distinction, minor in mathematics, second lieutenant, United States Army. Nicholas J. Housand. Jackson Lee Jennings, with distinction, second lieutenant, United States Air Force. Nathaniel Lee Porterfield, minor in mathematics, second lieutenant, United States Army. Cole David Shank, with distinction, second lieutenant, United States Air Force. The Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering, Sergio Lucas Aparicio, with distinction, concentration in Nuclear Engineering, double minor in Mathematics and Physics, ensign, United States Navy. Thomas Sean Clements, with distinction, concentration in Aerospace Engineering, minor in Mathematics, ensign, United States Navy. Simon Edward Dietrich, minor in Physics. Calvin Michael Fuller, concentration in Aerospace Engineering, minor in Mathematics. John Stephen Fuqua, minor in Mathematics. Michael Claire Gothel, concentration in Nuclear Engineering, minor in Physics, ensign, United States Navy. Patrick Allen Higgins, with distinction, concentration in Aerospace Engineering, ensign, United States Navy. Jonathan Parker Holcomb, with distinction, double concentration in nuclear engineering and aerospace engineering, minor in mathematics, second lieutenant, United States Marine Corps, distinguished naval graduate, Marine Corps. Arthur Allen Johnson, double minor in mathematics and physics, second lieutenant, United States Army. J. Earl Kennedy, minor in mathematics, second lieutenant, United States Army. Levy Cote Kennedy, with distinction, minor in mathematics. Caleb Hansu Kim, with distinction, concentration in aerospace engineering. Joshua Miller Lassiter, with distinction, double concentration in aerospace engineering and nuclear engineering, double minor in physics and mathematics, second lieutenant, United States Air Force. Sarah Ann Leckman, with distinction, double minor in physics and mathematics. David Lawrence Lutz, with distinction, concentration in aerospace engineering, minor in mathematics. Parker William Martinez, with distinction, concentration in nuclear engineering, minor in mathematics, ensign, United States Navy. Jake Natal Manziota, with distinction, second lieutenant, United States Army, distinguished military graduate. Anthony Michael Miglaris, with distinction, minor in mathematics. Stephen Allen Morrell, Jr., with distinction, concentration in nuclear engineering. Seth Alton Nichols, with distinction, minor in mathematics. William Lindsay Osteen III, with distinction, concentration in nuclear engineering. Luke Matthew Perry, minor in mathematics. Spencer B. Peters, with distinction, concentration in aerospace engineering, minor in mathematics, second lieutenant, United States Air Force. Jacob William Robinson, minor in physics. Jordan Reed Russell, ensign, United States Navy. Ashton James Smith, minor in mathematics.
Let's go!
Minas Christoforos Stathis, double concentration in nuclear engineering and aerospace engineering, minor in mathematics. Dylan Gray Stoltzfus, with distinction, minor in mathematics, second lieutenant, United States Army, distinguished military graduate. Jordan Emmanuel Ward, with distinction, concentration in aerospace engineering, minor in mathematics. Perry Robert White, minor in mathematics, ensign, United States Navy. The Bachelor of Science degree in Physics, Matthew Eric Faber.
It's too wet. It's too wet.
Joshua James Krogman, with distinction, double major in Applied Mathematics, Ensign, United States Navy. John Goff Kruchevsky, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Li Xing Lai, with distinction, minor in mathematics, Second Lieutenant, Republic of China Army. Ryan Wilson Riley, with distinction, minor in astronomy, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Blaine Thomas Roberts, with distinction. Samantha Lee Schwegel. Ethan Zane Severance, with distinction, double major in Applied Mathematics, Ensign, United States Navy. Michael William Valenzuela, with distinction, double major in Applied Mathematics. The Bachelor of Science degree in Psychology, Samer Ayubi Abelmona. Jared M. Boylo, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. T.H. Davis Callahan. Tyler James Sitta, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Clifton David Conway III. Noah Christopher Delaney Manuel. Benjamin Samuel Doler, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Trajan Alexander Fall. In absentia, Jacob Barrett Hogg. Christopher Stephen Howland, with distinction, minor in leadership studies. Daniel K. Hulsbosch, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. McKenna Malvido Imset. Landon Gray Keone Knappenberger, with distinction, minor in leadership studies, Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps. Lauren Renee Knipper, minor in international studies. Nathan Thomas Lloyd. Liam Whitford Matthews. Jacob Daniel Menders. Daniel Anthony Page, Jr. Gregory Alden Parham II. Casey Alexander Herrera. Kevin M. Ray, with distinction, honors in psychology, 2nd Lieutenant, United States Army. Nicola Scanlon, with distinction, minor in Chinese. David J. Shooter, 2nd Lieutenant, United States Army. Anthony Attilio Sakari, 2nd Lieutenant, United States Army. Austin D. Strobel, with distinction, minor in exercise science, honors in psychology, 2nd Lieutenant, United States Army. Sidney Rennie Swope, with distinction, 2nd Lieutenant, United States Army. Aldo F. Vidro, with distinction, minor in exercise science, honors in psychology, 2nd Lieutenant, United States Army, distinguished military graduate. Austin Joseph Wagner. Cody Philip Warner, minor in exercise science. Zachary Ryan Webb. Zachary Charles Weir, Ensign, United States Navy. The Bachelor of Arts degree in biology, Cody Edward Barnhart, with distinction. Stephen P. Bouchard. Joshua N. Brown, 2nd Lieutenant, United States Army. David Michael Chewing, Jr. Arel Eugenia Lynn Endicott. Thomas Hayden Gann.
Congratulations.
Leslie Gabriela Heron Molina, with distinction, minor in exercise science. Joseph Michael Hammer, with distinction. Miles Xavier Henderson. Corey Michael Ianota. Zachary Taylor Morris. William Jeffrey Pierce, Ensign, United States Navy. Taylor Elise Powell. Richard Andres Quispe, with distinction. James Mitchell Winston, Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps, Distinguished Naval Graduate, Marine Corps. Christian David Yee. The Bachelor of Arts degree in Economics and Business. Austin Michael Barrett, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Tyler Everett Chu, with distinction. Grant Russell Clemens. Thomas Junius Cox, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Kylie Lauren Cropper. Sean Garrett Sear. Jonathan A. Fant, with distinction, concentration in financial analysis. Andrew McMullen Farmer, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Alexander Jeffrey Galen, with distinction. Jeffrey Ryan Huffman, with distinction. Matthew J. Keene, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Megan A. Lee Kelly. Eric Christopher Lane, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. William Bryce Mann, with distinction. Catherine Ann McCommons, with distinction, concentration in global management, minor in Asian studies, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Angel Gabriel Morales Acevedo, with distinction. Anthony Francis Moran, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. William Jordan Murray, minor in psychology. Andrew David Nadeau, with distinction, minor in leadership studies, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, distinguished military graduate. Grady Adair Owens, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Wesley R. Padilla, Jr., with distinction, minor in Spanish, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Matthew T. Ryman, with distinction. John Walker Richard. Connor Joseph Riddle, concentration in global management. Jacob Ryan Saunders, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Logan Ross Sawyer. Devin Oliver Schaefer. Landon Wayne Smith, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Noah Bartlett Smith, with distinction, concentration in global management. Olivia Corin Smoot, with distinction. Wilson Edward Tuck, concentration in global management, minor in international studies. Reese Bates Udinsky. Charles Spencer Weatherman. Ching-Wen Yang, with distinction, minor in psychology, honors in economics, Second Lieutenant, Republic of China Army. The Bachelor of Arts degree in English, Seamus Connor Bartmus, concentration in philosophy, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Paul M. Bosligo, concentration in rhetoric and writing, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Tyron Chander Cloyd, double concentration in literary studies and rhetoric and writing. Tavon Gerard Davis, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Mason Riley Day, double concentration in literary studies and rhetoric and writing, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Matthew Quentin Jingle, quadruple concentration in art history and visual cultures, literary studies, philosophy, and rhetoric and writing. Aaron Joseph Kimpf, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Casey Lewis Marchand, with distinction, triple concentration in literary studies, philosophy, and rhetoric and writing, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Grace Elizabeth McDonald, with distinction, triple concentration in art history and visual cultures, literary studies, and rhetoric and writing, minor in Spanish, honors in English. Joseph Fitzgerald Murray, with distinction, triple concentration in literary studies, philosophy, and rhetoric and writing, minor honors in English. Davis Kirk Ring, triple concentration in art history and visual cultures, literary studies, and rhetoric and writing, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Devin Alexander Roberts, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Benjamin Martin Solis, triple concentration in art history and visual cultures, literary studies, and rhetoric and writing, Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps. John Francis Stan IV, double concentration in literary studies and rhetoric and writing. Joshua Stewart Titus, with distinction, triple concentration in literary studies, philosophy and rhetoric and writing, minor in Arabic. Josiah Stanton Titus, with distinction, concentration in philosophy. Bronson Luke Winslow, triple concentration in literary studies, philosophy, and rhetoric and writing. James Toller Young, double concentration in literary studies and rhetoric and writing. The Bachelor of Arts degree in history, Casey Ian Allen, with distinction, double major in modern languages and cultures, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Jackson Cal Baines, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Benjamin Joseph Bennett, with distinction. William Smith Blake, concentration in military history. William Austin Bradford, with distinction. Jared Thomas Breeden, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Charles Hinton Broder, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Alan Patrick Burkett, with distinction. Cody J. Chappell, concentration in military history. Brad O'Neill Combs, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Tyler Addison Haggis, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Andrew August Hamrick, with distinction. Jack Parker Jones, with distinction, minor in Spanish, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, distinguished military graduate. Liam Padrick Kelly, with distinction, concentration in military history. Jacob Owen Lamountain, with distinction, double minor in literary studies in Spanish, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Brendan Daniel McKee, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Zoe Salafutinos. David Thomas Semler Jr., Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Connor Robert Sullivan, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Daryl Edward Swanson. Luke Stephen Thompson. John Alexander Warren, with distinction. Gray Carter Wolf, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Jacob Michael Woodruff, minor in Arabic, ensign, United States Navy. The Bachelor of Arts degree in International Studies, Dawson Rogers Allen, with distinction, minor in National Security, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. William Whitfield M. Brewster, with distinction, minor in German, ensign, United States Navy. Benjamin Jeffrey Ashmore II. Jeffrey Shane Bartolucci. Caleb Meredith Blank, double minor in Chinese and Asian Studies. Paul Auditor Boucher III, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Daniel Ayers Brewster, with distinction, minor in History. Brooke Ann Calloway, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Natalie Elizabeth Carpenter, with distinction, double major in Modern Languages and Cultures, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Nicholas Andrew Harris Carpenter, with distinction, minor in Spanish, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Jesse Lynn Cornell III, with distinction, double minor in Chinese and Asian Studies, Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps. Connor Matthew Davis. Matthew Thomas DiCiani, with distinction, double major in Modern Languages and Cultures, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Kyle Stanton Donnelly, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps. Adam Michael Fodness, with distinction, minor in Arabic, Second Lieutenant, United States Army, distinguished military graduate. Jordan Donald Gramo, with distinction, double major in Modern Languages and Cultures. William Robert Hammond, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Zachary Joseph Hengel. Ann Catherine Herlinger, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Leandrew Lewan Jefferson III, Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps. Clark Mayhew Jones, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force. Kyle Karadai, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Jonathan Paul Kraus. Juhawk Lee, Second Lieutenant, United States Marine Corps.
Let's go!
John Michael Matteo, with distinction, Second Lieutenant, United States Army. Gabriela Danielle Matson, minor in Spanish, second lieutenant, United States Army. Jacob Connor Lee Mills, minor in Arabic, second lieutenant, United States Army. Dominoica Dejine Moore, with distinction. Emerson Todd Moore, second lieutenant, United States Army. Ryan Patrick Morello. Taylor Ray Morton, second lieutenant, United States Army. Joshua Luke Tui, with distinction, minor in Arabic, second lieutenant, United States Marine Corps. Lance Guillermo von Rittelen, with distinction, double major in modern languages and cultures, second lieutenant, United States Army. Sullivan Andrew Webster, second lieutenant, United States Army. Jonathan Meade West Jr., with distinction, ensign, United States Navy. Alexander James Woolwine. Rachel Jeanette Zakwicha, with distinction, minor in national security, ensign, United States Navy. The Bachelor of Arts degree in modern languages and cultures, Patrick Finn Bowman, with distinction. Jesse Dylan Chernault. Sierra Jordan Henderson, second lieutenant, United States Army. Noah Hunter Lawing, with distinction, minor in art history and visual cultures. Emilio Gilberto Maestas, with distinction, minor in international studies, second lieutenant, United States Army.
If I could call to the stage real quick, Cadet Stolzfus, he has a presentation to make.
On behalf of the class of 21 and the Virginia Military Institute, we'd like to thank General Perna for coming to speak at our graduation and present him with a small token of that appreciation.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated while the chaplain pronounces the benediction, after which the regimental band will play the VMI Spirit. Then the new regimental commander, Cadet Casey Meredith, will then publish brief orders, after which this commencement ceremony is adjourned.
To the class of 2021, receive your benediction. May the Lord grant you success, great success, in all of your pursuits and in all of your endeavors. May He always protect your path and give you faith that sustains you. But may your greatest impact be in the way that you influence people by your character and your integrity, your personal honor, and your trustworthiness. May those qualities always remain the bedrock of your identity. May the Lord's favor rest upon you today and always. Amen. God bless you. Congratulations. Go make a difference.
Cadet Meredith.
Attention to orders. Leave of absence. Leave of absence until 2229 August 2021 is hereby granted to all cadets. Cadets returning from furlough must register at the guard room before that time. Relief from duty. The class of 2021 is hereby relieved from duty.
Congratulations. Thank you. Appreciate it. Great message. Great message. I know these guys are a little cold in here.
Yeah, but you called it and you ran with it.
Yeah,
So,
we did. We did.
they'll never forget it, right?
Oh, yeah.